Hey, John Lutz, welcome back to the channel here. In the kitchen this afternoon, ready to go out and do cat trays, but wanted to come in and make this video and share it with you folks. Satan is on the move. Satan is on the move politically. The people we want in power, in political office, whether it be president or in our local government, well, if those types of people aren't going to be doing too well, and they're seemingly got a target on their back. Satan is on the move religiously. You probably folks already heard and seen the videos or on the net at some place that I guess Jack Hibbs is taking some hits, and great pastor. Sometimes I wish I had lived in California, but again, if you're going to stand up and make a complete stand for God, you're going to be taking some heat, and evidently his time has come around for a little more now. But pray for him, pray for his church, pray for everybody that has the huevos grande to stand up for God, because there aren't a whole lot of them left. I've made so many videos on that, it's ridiculous. But we have moved into an era of post-church, and this is going to be a government church, basically, is what it's going to be. A church of entertainment, a church of do as I say, or there may be consequences. But this is not faith. This is some type of religious theater, as well as entertainment centers that are popping up all over the country. So, be it as it may, so Satan has moved into the religious realm. Satan has taken over your families, especially your children. And there's so many ways now that you can. You've seen it on the news. You've seen it all over. He wants your kids. He's going to do anything he can to get your kids. And so we know that that's going to be the fact. And of course, since there isn't any really predominant theology in the home, how are you going to combat that? Well, you're not, because the only thing that's going to make your kid better is the Lord Jesus Christ, and if that isn't presented to him at the earliest time possible, then your children aren't going to turn out to be saints. Let's put it that way. So he's trying to go after the kids. He's taking over the environment. Everything is climate change now, and weather. And instead of being 12 degrees and 10 feet of snow, we've got 71 degrees, and the flowers are deciding, well, I guess we're just going to come up because spring has sprung early. But in order to confuse us even more, Satan has taken over this as, again, another tool to prop up climate change. And I know that everybody is going to, jump on the bandwagon. So he's taken over that. He's taken the focus off of anything that's good, whether it be religious, Christianity, whatever it is. He's taken the focus off of that. He's bombarding us with everything you can possibly imagine to keep our lives busy, to keep us such in a state of uproar and fear that we have no time to think about anything but continual problems. And by doing that, he's taken our time that we could have set aside to focus on God and the better things of life. And by doing that, he's done that. He's succeeded, and a great, like I said, this is his move. This is one move after another, and this is not like it's almost like a three-level chess, and you better know how it's being done and how it's being played, because he's playing people like a fiddle, and people are just being sucked in right and left. It's really sad to see. I'm not any big super saint. I'm not any pastor. I'm not any counselor. But I'm telling you, I'm warning you guys, because I'd like to see everybody out there, enjoy a happy life with their families, make a difference in this world, and that's it. But yet, excuse me, everybody want that, but they're so awestruck and so numb now from everything, and Satan has moved into the medical field, as we all know that has happened, and that may be occurring again. So that might be on the up and up. Satan has moved into the financial realm. Satan is maybe thinking about a one world currency, and that might be on the coming. Satan has also moved into producing a one world government, and maybe that'll be on the billing too, for giving him credit for establishing that in the future. It's not going to get any better, folks. It's going to get a lot worse. There is only one answer. There's only one solution, and not to be religious, but to simply stand up and say there's only one answer, and that's going to be Jesus Christ. If you don't want to go to that answer, then that's up to you. It's your life. You have free will. You can do what you want. You can say, well, nothing is black and white, and everything's a gray area, and our whole lives are going to be peachy. And I wish you the best of luck with that. You have that option. But it's not going to. I wish you well, but it's not going to go down like that. So I'm asking you folks. Satan is making the moves. He is the move maker. He's making every move possible, as far as being destructive, as being very evil, everything you could possibly imagine. Now imagine how much worse it's going to get. And so you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision on what side you're on. You're either wheat or you're tares. You need to make up your mind for Christ, make a decision to follow Him. You need to know your identity in Him once you've made that decision. You need to know how to protect yourself from the attacks that you're going to be getting, because it's just going to be a complete onslaught. And then you need to know how to share the faith that you've accepted. Upon doing all those things, at least you're going to have a fighting chance. But to say that everything's going to be wonderful and everything's going to be grand and to live your life on the surface, like on the surface of the water that goes to and fro, and you just kind of go wherever it goes. You've got surface Christianity. That's what you've got, and that's what we're moving toward. There isn't any depth to any of this. I mean, it's just as much depth there is as a kiddie pool at Public Swim. Basically none. And this is what you have, and this is what the world's moving toward. So, I'm asking you again, you need to make a decision for yourself. We know about Satan's move. We know about all of his moves. The book has told us all of his moves, what moves to expect, pretty much when to expect them, and what the outcome is going to be. And of course, we all know the ultimate outcome is we win and he loses. So, in the meantime, please keep yourself prayed up, packed up, and as one pastor said, we're going up in the twinkling of an eye. And so we can all pray for Jesus' return, hopefully soon. It may happen tomorrow, it may happen hundreds of years from now. But one thing's pretty sure, it is going to happen. And the way we're headed, it's going to be any wonder that how much is he going to put up with before he said, I think I've seen just about enough of this. And that's going to be the end of it. So, again, this is what Satan's moves are. So, now you have it. Now you can take a look and sit back at your chessboard and decide whether you're going to be either on the side of the good or the evil. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Talk to you again.